a little different than maybe the last time
Okay.
anybody that was on Monday
I
night
think
stream
we're
would have
working
seen
now.
it for sure.
Sorry for the
Hopefully you can
technical
see it. I'm
difficulties,
still getting
but
used to the new camera
Streamlabs
location,
needed
but
to relink the account for some reason. But we should be
Ed, I
good to
don't
go
think it's
now.
really a
So
competition, my friend.
enjoy Paul working away, and I'll let him know that we
Delisano's takes
are
care of the
ready to
kids in
go.
Rochester, and Chop takes care of the kids in Philadelphia. Very cool, though. All right, so yeah, this is it's been painted now. I used Tamiya Sky Gray, which seemed to be a very good match for everything that we're the color of the facility. Ooh, maybe the airbrush is still on. Right, let's see. I still don't see that the. Oh, okay. I think we've got everything situated here. It looks like I am officially simulcasting. Hey Rick, hey Garrett, glad to have you here. All right, so now that we are officially simulcasting on both platforms here, let's get into things a little bit here. So, like I said, as people were joining, today's a special stream. Our normal stream night is Monday, but we're here today to stream for charity, and I am the final leg of this marathon that's gone 24 hours. So I'm really happy to anchor this thing and bring it home, put it in the barn. But we'll enjoy the next 2 hours here for sure. Again, this is a charity live stream. We are fundraising for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, and the QR.
Your workouts work great, but they don't work like Wealthfront.
Officially hit our $1,000 goal during the last stream, but it doesn't mean that we need to stop there. So if you want to donate, go ahead and donate. It's an amazing cause. Like I said, multiple people within the Model Train People community have benefited from CHOP, and we're just doing our part now to be able to give back. So, all right, so we're simulcasting. We've got a lot on the table here. Let's dive into some things. Like I said, we're going to work on the 1068 here. We're going to work on the engine shop here, and we're going to work on everything else. Wow, was that an ad that just popped up, Dennis? That's not fun. Okay, well, anyway, we're going to get into the unboxing here, and then we'll dive into everything else. So here we go. Let me clear some space here. We've got some really cool stuff to unbox, for sure. I'm going to start with kind of the more boring stuff, which means this package is going to be our last one, because it's kind of the most fun of all of them. But let me just get my X-Acto somewhere. Somewhere my X-Acto is. Well, I'm going to need that X-Acto a lot this stream, so I better find it. Oh boy. Let's see. Ah, it's hiding a little far back in the cup. Okay, so we'll start with this one. As you can see, this is it's pretty clear where this one's coming from. That's ESU. And this is going to be part of an upcoming project for the channel. This was just a back-ordered decoder, but it's one of the cool ones. This is one of the ESU Locksound 5 Keep Alive boards, and this is going to go in my very special project that I'll be doing for the channel, which is an Athearn Yellow Box SD70M. It's a pretty cool project. I'm kind of excited to do that. It's going to be a really cool video. I think I'm still working on the title, but essentially it's going to be, is it worth it to buy old run locomotives and bring them up to today's standards financially, compared to buying a brand new off the shelf locomotive. So should be a fun video. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to put it together. Still got a couple of parts on order for it, ditch light housings and the correct plow. The housings have shipped, and I'm really just waiting on the plow to ship now, and then I'll be able to get that project underway. Should be very cool. Okay, here's another one that is from a very fun place. As you can see here, Scale Sound Systems, my favorite. One of the pieces that are in here we're going to use tonight, and the other one we'll save for again that SD70M project. So, all right, here we go. So this is the speaker for the SD70M project. We're just going to set that to the side, but this one here is actually for the Erie Heritage unit. So we finally got that in. We can finally get this installed, and then the only thing left is I'm still waiting on the right lenses to show up, unfortunately. So it's going to be a little bit of a wait. Those are coming from Canada, but I'm glad that I actually found the proper ones at least. So that's good. But yeah, so this is going to go right into the Erie Heritage unit there. Pretty interesting stuff. So very cool. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Rail Brothers. So those Atlas S4s, those are a bit of a challenge to put sound in. Well, I shouldn't say that. They're actually surprisingly easy to put sound in. And I've actually used multiple scale sound system speakers in Atlas S4 projects. I've done a couple of S4s at this point for different people. The speaker enclosure that you put in there works flawlessly. You get a bunch of extra room. The only thing is you definitely want to use an ESU Micro for that one for sure. So anyway, as I'm kind of chatting here, you'll notice that this one is from another fun place, Mini Prints. So I will, hopefully I can kind of go through a few things first here. Let's see, is it all in this one little container? It is. Oh, that is a nifty little container. Very cool. Okay, so here we go. First thing in here, I saw one of these on Mark Herrick's layout while I was visiting, and I was there for the Amherst train show. I went down for an op session. He had a 3D printed gator on his layout, so I was like, oh man, I've gotta be able to get one of those. So picked that up. I had them paint it just because this is such a complex paint job that I was like, I'm not gonna bother doing it. Looks like they did a pretty decent job. I've had them paint pumpkins and stuff before. If I had one critique, I would say maybe the wheels could be painted a little bit more neatly, but that is some fine scale detail, so I can understand that it's not done flawlessly for sure. But this will be fun to just kind of tuck back in the woods somewhere, I think, on the layout. Pretty cool. So the next thing we got from Mini Prints is a boat trailer. I modeled the Finger Lakes, so you know these are going to be littered everywhere in the Finger Lakes. You know, I find a little cottage scene to model and put this right up next to the building or something like that. Lots of stuff to do for sure. So I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your username. Tulanalu. Will I replace them with 148s? 158s is usually what I use, the scale head KDs with the whiskers, but usually that's what I end up using. I don't end up using the plastic couplers that come with those yellow boxes. They're pretty crummy, if you ask me. Oh, Ed's got a Mini Prince Zamboni coming. That's awesome. Yeah, Dennis. I'm looking forward to just having this container for sure. Okay. Oh, okay, that's weird. There's supposed to be one other thing in here. Huh. What happened? Huh. I'm gonna have to reach out to Bernard and see what's going on. There was supposed to be one other thing in here that's not there. That's sad. I was excited to talk about it. Well, the other thing that was supposed to be in there was a mini Lucy Dormant. because he's doing the fundraiser for Women in Model Railroading Special Interest Group, and basically, I think it was, I don't know if it was all the proceeds or a large percentage of the proceeds was supposed to go to the Women in Model Railroading Special Interest Group. So I picked one of those up, but yeah, it's not there for some reason. The gremlins got me? I think everything's working okay. I just didn't get my full order here. I wonder if he got such an influx of orders that he's going to send them out separately or something. I'll have to check with him. I don't know. Very strange. A little sad. I was looking forward to having the Lucy here. If I ran out of things to do, I was going to paint it. But yeah, here's the little trailer. That'll be painted up here shortly as well, and then stuck in one of the cottage scenes. Yeah, they stole Lucy. maybe Lucy's at her home. Okay, so we might as well dive into this Erie Heritage Unit project. Like I said, unfortunately, we are still in a holding pattern, waiting for the lenses to get here so that I can do the headlights and officially wrap this thing up. But for tonight, we can at least get the scale sound system speaker installed, so that's one less thing that's got to happen, and we can go from there. So let me just see. Yeah, so this has got just, oh, my fuel filler neck just popped right off of this thing. What the heck? Well, good thing it's an electric model and doesn't actually need fuel, right? Oh well. Okay, let's see. I need a screwdriver so that I can get this old housing out of here, because we no longer need that. And then we can go from there. Oh, Ray, you must have missed it. I somewhat cheat too. I bought this gator from them all painted up. So this is I decided that was a level of detail I did not want to bother dealing with myself. So we're partially cheating and then partially not cheating. The stuff that's easy to paint, I'll paint, and then the stuff that's a challenge, I'll have them do. But yeah, I got to figure out what's going on, where my Lucy minifig is. Maybe he had such a backlog that he didn't end up shipping them out with this part of the order, and he's going to ship them separately or something. Okay, yeah, so that housing just comes right out of there. That's nice. And then I just need to figure out, how is this going to go in? Is it just going to sit right like that? Looks like it. So then it's just a matter of me super gluing that in there, but I am going to put on the leads first. I'm going to solder on leads, and then we can go from there. Let's see what I've got here for spare wire. Usually I've got plenty, but I can go into my stash of actually purpose used wire too. Let me remember to get the soldering iron turned on here. Wait, that's warmed up. Oh, it is not plugged in. Let's see. Man, not as prepared as I thought for this stream, apparently. Okay, good to go there. Oh, misrouted. Dum bum bum. Okay, so ESU standard is technically browns for the speaker leads, but I don't think there's even a single brown wire in this darn thing. So I guess we'll use, let's roll with, oh, there's a pair of tweezers in here that I never even saw. Wow, that's fancy. Let's roll with, I guess, this like blue color. I think I should be able to get away with actually using the same one, just a single wire here for this, just because it's such a short run. But let's do that. These need my helping hands. Right. Rick, if you're still out there, I know you judge me for having such a clean workbench, but boy, it sure does come in handy. situations like this, that's for sure. Okay. The only thing I don't like about these wires is they are not copper. They are, I think, steel, which is not as conductive of a material, but hopefully it'll still work okay. Spoiled HO scalers. So Dennis the other night, I should mention this. Dennis the other night was helping me test this the new stream setup here, which I greatly appreciate. But I said to him, Dennis, why don't you throw something in the chat just so I can make sure that that's working? And what does he comment in the chat? He says, N scale is the superior scale, is what his comment was. I was like, excuse me, how rude. Do you want this to be the last stream that you watch of mine? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it was. Of course, that's the comment Dennis would make. You know, it's in the name and everything. All right, so let me get these all taken care of. I'm gonna put this in. Hopefully it'll fit. Yeah. The scary part about working with these scale sound system speakers is they are magnetic. And because they're magnetic, they have a tendency to jump up at your soldering iron if you don't have them secured properly, which is not fun. All right, so I'm gonna get these tinned, and then we'll get this installed. All right, cool. Yeah, Sheldon said that up until, you know, he was an adult in Big Bang Theory, and then he became obsessed with HO. So I don't know about that there, Rick. Might want to watch the original series before you say Sheldon couldn't be converted, you know. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see how that boxcar goes, Dennis. I'm gonna need a set of those decals at some point so I can build one of your cars. Maybe I'll do like a modernized version that kind of fits. Oh, I gotta be careful. I can't spoil my surprise. Never mind. I am not doing anything related to freelance at all whatsoever. I swear. Pay no mind. I made no mention of it. Okay, there's one lead. Hopefully these are going to be long enough. Two lead. Okay. Nothing to see here. Move along. Okay, set this helping hand somewhere. I'm going to forget about him when I need him next. You know, no big deal. Okay, so we are good as far as that's concerned. I just now need to be able to safely solder this onto these pads, which I should have left this keep alive. Oh, there we go. Oops. Pop right out of the way. Perfect. Okay, so let's get these all situated. And then I'll throw it on the programming track just so that you guys can hear it. You won't be able to see it from your position, but... And yeah, just another quick reminder, everybody out there. This is a charity live stream, so we are fundraising for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. For those of you who joined us after everything kicked off, we were lucky enough to officially hit the goal as far as fundraising is concerned. We hit the $1,000 goal, but that does not mean that we need to stop. So if you are feeling willing to be gracious enough to donate your hard-earned money, there is a link in the description to the GoFundMe, and you can donate there. And the QR code on the bottom left portion of my screen as well will take you right to the GoFundMe page as well. So feel free to donate if you feel inclined. We would all really very much appreciate it. Like I said, there's multiple members of the model train people community who have been directly impacted by CHOP. So if you feel so inclined, I'm sure we would all greatly appreciate it if you could donate. We did add a stretch goal into the goal for the GoFundMe. It's up to it's at $1,600. I'm not sure we'll get there since I'm the anchor man tonight, but hey, we'll give it a shot, right? All right, so let's see. Oh yeah. Hopefully you guys can hear that. Nice. So yeah, that followed your life. Awesome. Okay, so we've got everything working here pretty much on this ace as far as we're gonna get it at least. And boom, you can even see. There we go. We got the keep alive working too. You vaguely heard something for a second. It must have been too far away. Oh well. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly get the speaker secured here just with a little bit of super glue. It looks like they didn't really, they didn't give you any place to kind of screw in anything, so super glue it is. And then we will move on to what I'm thinking is going to kind of take up the bulk of our time here tonight. Okay, make sure we're good. Everything's spinning. Nothing's hitting. Okay, awesome. Okay, I just need something to secure this down with. Let's see. Oop, popped up. Let's see. How do I want to secure this? Just need something to give it a little bit of weight. Cut off the soldering iron. I don't think I really want to use a 1, 2, 3 block for this application. Maybe I just hold on to it for a second and catch up with the chat here for a little bit. So, what's everybody got on their workbenches right now? I know I've enjoyed immensely seeing the workbench projects throughout the last 24 hours of streaming. It's been pretty cool. But curious what everybody's working on. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try to take my hand off. It's probably not going to go well. We're good. We're in the clear. Nick's saying N scale is the superior scale too. Man, I don't know. I am very impressed with how fast N scale is growing lately. I think that N scale is a wonderful scale in its own right, without a doubt. And I kind of joke that it's a gateway drug because it is the lowest barrier of entry for the model railroading community. If you want to get into model railroading, that's the most cost-effective way to do it. So, if there was ever a gateway drug, I think it's N-scale. Okay, so speaker project is done. That's about as far as we can get with the SD70 Ace project tonight. So, we're going to work on the engine facility, but we're going to work on something unique in the engine facility that if you watched the last stream, you might not have, or you wouldn't have known we were going to do. So I'll give you a quick update on what the project is looking like now for those that weren't on the beginning part of the stream, but this is what the engine facility currently looks like. I painted it with Tamiya Sky Gray. I'm pretty happy with the results there. Everything is looking good. Upon further review, if you noticed my Facebook post the other day, I realized that I can actually use the stock base that Walthers provides, which is great. I had originally thought that the track was going to go right into the middle of the building, but it turns out it is actually on this side of the building for the prototype. So that meant that we can use this base, which is great. But there's something cool that the engine shops have on or at the Finger Lakes that I'm excited to attempt to scratch build into this project. But yeah, I'm gonna try to.
Some folk are born to like.
Dremel off to the left here. I just have to go grab a B-23 because I want it to be the length of the B-23. I'm thankful that I have some friends who are able to get me some prototype pictures of the inspection pit, so I'll be able to do that, which is really cool. And then should be cool. Yeah, Ed, so this is a different rear wall. This is actually a closer match to what's actually there, and thankfully it's a stock part of the kit. So really nice. Front bay is still going to be the big wide door, but the back is actually closer to this, which is nice. So Garrett just ordered new paint for a couple new projects. That's awesome. You just ordered what for the club, Ed? Ed ordered. Okay, well, cool. All right, so okay, and Garrett, you just ordered paint for the passenger car project. That'd be cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go grab a B-23 so that we can kind of mark out where we're going to be putting in the inspection pit, and then we're gonna get cutting. I got the Dremel off here, over here to the left of me, and we'll get going on it. B Dressel. So not at the moment. We're not gonna make the doors open and close. We're just gonna leave them open because I actually do need to use that space to store locomotives in because I don't have a problem, but I have a lot of locomotives. The problem is I don't have enough space for my locomotives, right? Yeah, Chad. Yeah. So this is a locomotive. Facility that'll be going in the Geneva part of my layout, the local short line part of the layout. But let me go grab my B-23, and then we'll get started on this part of the project. Oh, I just realized I didn't have to go anywhere. I've got a B-23 right here. The 2308 project, which hopefully tomorrow I am getting the decals for so that I can finally get this part finished up. I'm super excited to have this particular locomotive on the layout. It's going to be very exciting. But yeah, so this is basically what I'm going to do is make the inspection pit the kind of the length of one single B-23. The actual prototype shop is like almost triple the length of the Walthers kit, but the Walthers kit is really all I have the space for. Like, you know, unfortunately, it's one of those things where this is where we're going to have to experience that selective compression. At least I'll have the facility, which is, you know, good enough, but yeah. Okay, so let me mark my ends here. I'm not going to worry about making it super duper centered. It looks like I'm pretty much dead on the middle of it. Oh, that's funny. It looks, boy, there must be some skew on the camera because when I'm looking at it, it looks pretty much dead on. But from the overhead view, it's looking like this side has got more space. I think we're gonna call that good enough. prototype facility, the pit just basically is flush up to the rails, and then there's steps on either side. So we're going to kind of replicate that as best we can. The steps, I think I'm going to order prefab steps for, but we'll at least be able to do this part for sure. All right, let me catch up with chat here because there's a lot going on here that I've missed. Oh, somebody installed B23 handrails on a C30. I didn't even know that was possible. Like, not on the long... Oh, splicing two sets together. Ah. Yeah, Dennis. The 2308 really is a cool locomotive for sure. All right, so I'm going to start just by scoring my these cuts, and then I've got the Dremel to cut flush with the rail, hopefully. I don't know how that part's going to work out. We might end up needing just a whole new kit, but, you know, I'm here to try everything once, so. This is actually cutting through way easier than the end plates of the building did for some reason. So Ed's got to be enjoying actually being available for my live stream tonight. I switched him to Mondays now, obviously, and of course, all my friends at the Rochester Model Railroad Club are busy on Mondays at the club. But it does work out better for my schedule, so unfortunately, that's the way we're going to keep it. Man. Sad there's no Heath in here yelling at me to use a sharper blade. Maybe it's like Beetlejuice, though. Do you think if I say Human City Junction 3 times, he'll show up? Through here? Oh. Not quite. These rails, I regret, I got a little too trigger happy and I glued the rails in probably a little early, unfortunately. I should have probably waited until after the inspection pit was cut in to do that, but oh well. Yeah, sorry, Ed. Gotta be almost through, I'm thinking. Woo! Dennis! Oh boy. I think I just broke the tip off of this plate, so I really should actually be genuinely getting a new one. It's almost through. Getting close. Okay, I'll get the fresh one out. I still didn't buy the blades that Heath told me to get yet. I'm gonna have to do that soon, though. Alright, I only gotta say it one more time, and then he's gonna show up, right? Alright, Dennis, are you happy? I'm putting in the fresh blade. Heath would be proud I switched. Okay, I'm definitely through on the middle now, right? Yes. Okay. Scoring the crap out of the part I don't want to, though. There we go. I think we're clear through now. What happened, Tim? On your way home from Batavia? You cracked your Oh my gosh. That's brutal, Tim. Stinking possums. That sucks, man. Hopefully, uh, maybe you can get one cheap from a junkyard or something. I don't know if those minis, if it's easy to get, you know, parts for them or not. Sorry to hear that, though. If anybody's wondering, yeah, I am actually procrastinating by doing the longer cuts here because I am nervous about those. Not very experienced with the Dremel. I think it should work out fine, especially as long as I get the cut started properly. It should really work out, but we shall see. I do also have the sheet styrene, so I'm gonna make the concrete box as well. And then once I've got the concrete box to sit down in, I'm gonna use. I think this is it. Nope. Let's see. Let me find it here. Oh, come on. Of course, it's the only gray. Here we go. And of course, Vallejo makes an actual concrete gray. It's actually a little too brown for my liking, so I like to cut it with a little bit of straight up, you know, um, light gray, just to get the color right. But that's what I'm actually gonna color the base plate. I'll mask off the rails since I was boneheaded and put those in too early. Um, and then I'll color that color, and then there's all sorts of just grime everywhere in that shop, which I'm excited to try to replicate. I'm also debating trying to replicate some of the interior support structure in there. It's just basically a big pole barn. Um, so lots of metal rafters in there and everything, which I think I kind of want to replicate because the way I'm gonna do this, I think, is I'm gonna have oh, here. So I'm gonna have this part, which is kind of towards the backdrop. This part's gonna be roofed, but I think I'm gonna leave this part open. Or excuse me. Well, it's technically this way. Not that it matters, but this portion is gonna be open, so that you can kind of just see right down into the shop. You can see the inspection pit. You can see some of the equipment that's in there. You can really enjoy the weathering that's happened. But if I'm gonna do it that way, I want to also make sure that the interior of the walls themselves isn't just plain gray. I want to make sure it actually looks like what's in there. So um, that'll be another challenge. But I think I've already got the styrene on hand to be able to do that. Just gonna take time. You know, this is turning into a longer term project, which I'm really okay with because I want to get it looking as close to the real thing as I can. Oh man, I've been neglecting chat again here. My bad. Oh boy, now I lost the. There we go. Now I got the MTP feed too. So Tim, you're gonna drive up to Rochester next weekend for the open house? I'll definitely be there one of the days for sure. I'm just not sure which. Almost there. Oh, that's interesting, Ed, that they make a saw blade that fits in there. I was just in Dan's Crafts and Things yesterday and didn't see any, but that's cool. Dan's has got like a big wall of just various X-Acto parts, which is kind of neat. And I'm actually kind of I was apprehensive about this angle for the camera. Actually, I am a little not quite in the center of the frame, but I was very apprehensive about it. But the nice thing is I can lean my whole head over almost and not be in your guys' way anymore, which is nice because the camera's set a little further back. Almost got it. Ooh, that's is that what it's showing as right now, Dennis? That's not right. Oh, good, Tim. I'm glad that she's gonna be able to get out with you. That'll be nice, I'm sure. Okay, I think we got it almost all the way through here. Yep. Just need to do. All right. Debating if I should try to get somewhat through on the end of each of these. I don't know. Or if I should just send it with the Dremel here. I think I'm going to go for send it with the Dremel. All right. I am going to just kind of hopefully play this smart. Not cut up my mat by throwing it on a couple of 1, 2, 3 blocks for a little bit of elevation. Okay. Okay, I've got 6 of these things, but I only find 3 for some reason, so that's good. Hmm. They don't like you for some reason, Dennis. Oh, come on, they love you, man. Where did my other 1, 2, 3 blocks disappear to, I wonder? Ah. All right. So once again, just a reminder for anybody that's kind of cycled in and out of the stream tonight, we are live streaming for charity. This is a live stream for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. If you click the QR code on the bottom left corner, or scan it, I mean, or click the link that's in the description, that'll take you right to the GoFundMe where you can donate. We are fortunate enough to have hit our fundraising goal earlier today, but that does not mean that it's time to stop. If you're willing to donate, any donation is very, very much greatly appreciated for sure. All right, so let's watch Paul completely undo all of his hard work by messing up this cut immediately. Uh-oh. Didn't have the 1, 2, 3 block far enough over, apparently. It just started sparking. Oh, no, I just hit the rail. No big deal. Cool, 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 cool. All right, let's see. Chuck some bucks at chop. Yeah, there we go, Ed. Hmm. You want to stay put here. Hmm. Okay, it's through. I don't need this to be a fancy cut, you know. It's gonna be all cleaned up with a file. But what I'm getting a little nervous about is the fact that it's just creeping on me. So I think I'm just gonna risk it putting it on this mat just to. Let's see. I could. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what I'll do. We're gonna stick it down with a little bit of double-sided foam tape. That'll keep it secure. There, on the other side here. That'll keep it slightly off my bench too, but probably not as far as I'd like it to be. But there we go. Not gonna go anywhere now. Okay, so let's make more of a mess of this thing, shall we? Woo! All right, let's see how this looks here. Oh yeah, it's through. Went into the mat a little bit. Oh well. All right, I'm gonna flip the whole mat around here rather than try to unstick it and get the other side cut. But I think this is gonna work out okay. There's definitely gonna be some cleanup involved. taken care of before I cut myself. Oop, that fell. Cool. All right. I don't think my I don't think my self-healing mat's gonna heal from that one. Not gonna lie. Oh well. All right, let's see how that's looking from the other side, though. How bad I messed it up. Make a Flexiflow for cement service, huh, Dennis? Okay, that went through pretty clean on the bottom side. That's good. I think if I just kind of, finish off this cut with the X-Acto, hopefully I'll be okay. And there's plenty of filing to do for sure, too. That's clean almost all the way through. I just gotta do this side. Okay. Here's where we're gonna run into a bit of an issue here, I think, is at the ends. I didn't quite get all the way through. Hey, Darren stopped by. Hey, Darren, glad you're here. It's almost through. Just these ends are a little on the tougher side. Oop. Convincing you not to buy things. Interesting, Dennis. All right. Let's get this out of here so we can clean up our edges. Maybe someday. Okay, almost there. So, because I've got a good amount of flex in this, I wonder if I'm going to be able to get away with doing it this way. All right. Oh yeah. Self-healing mat's not coming back from that one, I don't think. Whoever named these things self-healing mats clearly didn't meet Paul with a Dremel. Okay, so yeah, all that's left now is really to just kind of clean up the cuts here with a file. Put the Dremel away because I shouldn't need that again. And then we're going to start to make the concrete box that this is going to sit in as well once we're cleaned up in the second hour of our stream. So yeah. 1 hour left of the whole shebang. I gotta say, I enjoyed a lot of the content that I consumed this whole weekend. Really enjoyed a lot of it, for sure. Watched a lot of Sam's stuff, working on his layout last night, and then the club stuff today. Watched Nick for the hour before me tonight. I watched more. I watched Eddie for a little while. Lots of good stuff for sure. All right, let's get the file out here. Oh, and I, watched the Rail Brothers live podcast last night. That was fun as well. I had just finished listening to the episode on the Blue Comet uh, in the day prior leading up, which was pretty fun. To clean up the some of the melted stuff kind of got into the flange way a little bit. Not sure if you guys are going to be able to see that even. The biggest thing I was really worried about, honestly, with doing this big cutout was that I was gonna lose a little bit of structural integrity to this whole thing, but surprisingly, that doesn't seem to be an issue, which is good. I can go back through and kind of clean this up a little bit later if I need to, but 1025. All right, awesome. One more friendly reminder, if anybody's willing to donate, link is below, and QR code's on the bottom left there. So feel free to donate if you are feeling generous. It's all going to a good cause, for sure. There we go. Just had to get the right file out. Now I'm clearing out the flangeway pretty easily here now. Ah, some of it's actually super glue stuck in there. Cool, that's not good. Yeah, I agreed, Darren, for sure. Yeah, it was a good podcast live. It was awesome. I did enjoy it for sure. And I've listened to I think 3 of the episodes on Spotify. And I'll continue to do so for sure. Always looking for good podcasts to listen to pass the workday away. Okay, I'm gonna call that good enough for now. I'll go back in and clean things up a little bit for sure. Okay, so I've got the styrene over here to start making our pit itself. Picked this up yesterday at Dan's Crafts and Things locally here in Rochester. I wanted to get some corrugated styrene as well, but holy cow, the price on that was not too impressive. So we went with just the sheet styrene and project that I need the corrugated stuff for. As much as I love to support my local hobby shop, it was a little too much to want to do so with that particular purchase. So we'll find that somewhere else for sure. Okay, so I should have my scale ruler somewhere around here. Find it. Yep, here we go. Essentially, what I'm doing here is making the depth of the pit 6 foot. So yeah, let's see. So we've got the HO side here. That is 6 feet right there. So I'm gonna cut. I think I should be able to get away with kind of just doing 2 cuts, it looks like. So I need that, and then I need my square, which I just had, of course, and now I don't. Oh boy, where'd the square go? I jinxed myself earlier, bragging about having a clean desk, apparently. Oh, son of a gun, where'd it go? This is a bummer. Hmm. Man, this makes for riveting stream content. Oh, man. Where'd it go? I swear I just saw it too. And of course, now I don't. Here? No. Over here? No. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so we're doing 6 HO feet. This is the HO side of my ruler, my scale ruler. So just get a pencil here. Mark it there. Mark it there. I try, Tim. I try. Oh, man. Okay. I guess instead of using the square, we're just going to use a straight edge between two lines. Which I'm already regretting because I already moved the stinking straight edge. Tim, I'm nothing if not an entertainer, right? Donate to Chop so I can find my square. Plot twist, he never finds it. Oh well. Okay, so I think basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to, cut this one piece down. Should be able to relatively easily score and snap here. Right, one more. Yeah. Donate to Chop. Maybe I'll find it. Just need some more good juju. And snap. Beautiful. So we will clean that up for sure. So this is going to be, the top part's going to be my factory edge. So I'm not super concerned about this being a wonky mess, but probably will clean it up a little bit at least. And then this is my other factory edge, so this will be the other part that comes up and meets the thing here. Okay. What's that? Well, I would do that, but that's the last straight edge, or the last place that I'm going to need the straight edge anyway, so. Okay. All right. Anybody ever seen Legally Blonde? This is the model railroading version of that. We score and snap. Ta-da! Okay, so basically I just need to cut them down so that they are about the same length as that. I'm not even worried about the actual length of the, like taking the measurement. I'm just literally gonna mark it based on here. And then see. Here, I should be able to use this to make sure I get a square. Ooh, actually. It's a great application for this thing. Make sure I get a nice square cut. Looks like it's going to be long enough. Nice. And then this I'll be able to use for my end plates. Okay. About there. Perfect. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm doing here. Jeez. I'm gonna have to do some finagling with a lot of this stuff, I think. Now that we got the new angle and everything. There we go. All right, so those pieces are good. So, yeah, they're basically gonna sit in there pretty much like this. I don't know, let's see. Do I want it to fit in? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, I think I actually do want it to come up in. This will, you know, kind of help me mask some of the nastiness of the cuts if I kind of bring it up flush in. You just need to take like a millimeter more off of this to make it fit. You know, Ed, it's funny you should say that. I was kind of low-key thinking about just putting in like at least one dedicated camera. This one that I'm using is just a smartphone. But yeah, man, it is.
Join Planet Fitness today and save $28 or more. Just $1.
Just like this pretty much. Yep. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Does this one need to be? Yep, gotta cut a millimeter off of this side as well. What is the thickness of this styrene there? I think it's 20 thou. No, this is, well, this is 1 millimeter. So 0.04. Alright. Get this trimmed down just a wee bit. Sure it fits now. Ooh, might not have gone far enough. That's better than too far. Not quite far enough. See if that was enough here before I put the cutter away. Wow, still didn't go far enough. Afraid to cut too much apparently. There we go. Good now. Perfect. All right, so see, how do I want to do this now? Need to know what my measurement is. In inches. 0.62. All right. So now I'm gonna make the let's see. Just need it really to be wider than 0.62, so kind of just okay. So as long as I cut on the outside of this line, it's not going to matter how wavy this is because it's going to be on the bottom, and I'm just pretty much looking to overlap it. That makes sense. Or no, actually, let's think about this. Hang on. I think maybe. Yeah, this is the disadvantage of not having a factory edge left. And not doing a good job of scoring it properly. Alright. This is not the most frugal use of resources, but we're just gonna kinda roll with it here. I mean, what's nice about these calipers is I can kind of use one of the points to get my initial scoring line in there without even using the X-Acto blade. So maybe this one will come off straighter. If I had my square, they'd all come off straighter. Oh man, where did that thing go? I've got 4 feet of workspace here. And somehow it still goes missing. I don't understand how I've managed this. Hey, Joey, glad you made it. How are you? Yeah, right. Yep, Dennis. You know, the more people donate to Chop, the more likely it is I'll find my square, apparently. I really don't know where the heck it went. What a bummer. Hey, Steve's here too. How's it going, Steve? Welcome into the stream. Right now, we're currently on an adventure to try to find my square. Yay! I don't know. What a bummer. Terrible part is I know I had it this morning. That's the worst part. I know it was here as of this morning. As to where it went after that, who knows? Well, glad you stopped by when you could, Joey. Appreciate it, nonetheless, without a doubt. Okay, so let's see. I guess I can just try to use this as a straight edge. As I cut, I don't love that idea, but it'll probably work out better than just freehanding it like those other pieces did. So. Yeah, definitely worked out better. Okay, awesome. Yeah, wherever I put it last. Right, right. Oh, man. Big question is, where did I put it last? Oh, well. Okay, well, time to legally blonde it again. Score. And snap. Oh, yeah, that piece turned out about 1,000,000 times cleaner. Just using the straight edge to score it. That's awesome. Okay, so I am going to just mark that so I can cut it to length. $1,200 for the square and $1,400 for the X-Acto blades. No, I don't think I'd find the square until we hit 1,600, honestly. Oh, man. Oh, well. We're making do without it, and I guarantee you I will find it as soon as this live stream's over. As soon as it's over. This desk is not that big. Somehow, some way, it's still MIA. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do now is just kind of try to clean up these cuts somewhat, if I can. Hopefully. I don't know if that's gonna really work. I should have just been more careful cutting them to begin with, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any better cleaned up than that. Okay, so, yeah, we'll get this done. Put the base in pretty much like that. Use a set of 1, 2, 3 blocks to let it dry up. So again, this piece is going to end up being our base. You guys are... Alright. Careful here. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on this. Side down. Oh, of course. Flopped over. Okay, those should keep that relatively square. There's not a lot there to worry about, but... Alright. So I'm gonna make the end pieces now. I should be able to just use the chopper for that whole thing. Because this should be... Yes, okay. So I just need to mark 6 inches. Or, excuse me, 6 feet. Because that's the depth of our pit. Here we go. This is as close to being in screen as I can get it right now without interfering with the drying glue, so. Woo! Hey, it flung. I wonder if it flung to where the square is hiding. Nope. Not so lucky. Yeah, Joey, the pit's gonna have steps. That's gonna come at a later date. I think I'm gonna try to find some sort of place that prefabs steps, and you know, if I need to cut them down to size, do it that way. I think building styrene steps maybe is out of my wheelhouse for the time being. I do have some prototype pictures that were kindly given to me that I can't really share on stream, just because, you know, privacy issues. But oh man, that one flung too. Man, where'd it fling to? It's with the square, guarantee it. Hmm. Well, name of keeping this stream going, I'm not gonna look for that piece any longer. I'll just cut myself another piece. There we go. Can't go flying if you're holding on to it. Okay, so hopefully this is now relatively set up enough that I can at least move it around because I do need to continue working on it. Looks pretty good. I'm debating now if I should put the ends on or if I should do the other side first. I should probably do the other side first. Although, you know what? I'm going to do the ends first because those are nice and square. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get this in a position where I can leave it as soon as I've got the 1, 2, 3 block in to ensure my squareness. Oh man, Ed's getting into some new Discord servers. Actually, for anybody that's interested, I did actually put the link to, or an invite link to the Model Train People Discord server in the video description as well, if you'd like to join. It's a very good community that's being built over there. All right. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, 3 block. All right, so now reached a point of a little bit of downtime here, so I may end up coming back to filing this out for a little bit. Oh man, Ed O'Connell just landed, it says. So I'm just gonna continue to kind of clean up these lines for a little bit while I'm killing time, while I wait for the glue to set up just a little bit. I have a bad feeling I may end up needing to replace this rail. Looks like it kind of got a little gummed up. Yeah, Ed'll never grow up. He's a Toys R Us kid. So I'm not sure if I'm going to stream again Monday, being that, we're doing this special live stream, but if I get enough parts in to wrap up some of these locomotives, I may have to, just because I'm ready to get some of these projects wrapped up. I've been on the workbench way too long. We shall see, though. Man, still, even at this new angle, bad at keeping everything I'm working on frame. I think my plan is going to be to kind of paint the pit itself and this separately. Just because I want to be able to weather it. See. Yeah, I got some glue in the
One Piece Bounty Rush.
model train people Discord server, because they've got like this whole contingent of guys that are modeling Japanese prototypes, and I know Rob loves his Japanese stuff. He's in there. Don't know how involved he is though. Keeping things in frame is a real struggle, Dennis. Real struggle indeed. Come on. Gotta clear out this flangeway. Almost clear. There we go. Good chunk of it came out there. Just super glue. I must have overglued a little bit when I secured in the rails. It's not even any sort of issue from cutting out anything. It's just me overgluing. I pulled a Heath. All right, that's pretty clean. I got a little bit more work to do over here. Let's see if I can get that done here real quick. But yeah, the way this pit is designed, I mean, the track is flush with the edge of the pit. So that was something I was actually a little bit worried about, and I was glad to see that that's the way this particular pit is, because it makes it a lot simpler to kit bash or scratch build that sort of thing, for sure. All right, I think we're pretty well clear there. Let's see what we can do here. Oh boy. All right, just got to get the last sidewall on this, which this one should be the easiest. Knock on wood. I should just need to kind of fit it, yep, just like that, pretty much. Not very impressed by how that's fitting. I may want to redo it slightly, I think. Yeah, this piece stinks. I'm gonna redo it. Do it properly. Okay. Scale ruler. Well, one more shot. Let's see if we can find this square. Oh, man. No dice. No square. I really don't know where it went. It could have genuinely gotten up and walked away. Hopefully, yeah, barely in frame here. Jeez. Hide it with more glue. Nah. I'll leave that approach to Heath himself, I think. Ah. Stay put, please. Okay. See if I can get this one to cut any straighter. Nope. Of course not. Why would I have a steady hand? Who needs a steady hand? Aren't you 1200 yet? Right, Bill. I mean, what are we doing here, guys? You know? If there is anybody new here, for sure, like I said earlier in the stream, this is a charity live stream. We are fundraising for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Link is in the description if anybody's feeling generous enough to donate. I did not score this far enough. Here we go. Yeah, that's a lot cleaner cut there for sure. So pretty much just need that piece to go there to there, rather than doing a physical measurement. Okay. Ah. All right, we are officially within the last 10 minutes of the fundraiser. So, hey, if anybody's out there wants to donate one last time, speak now or forever hold your peace. Or at least until next year's Train-A-Thon. Cool. All right. Let's see. I've actually got a little bit of overhang on this little piece of styrene. I'm going to file down real quick here. It's down there. I think we're probably just going to barely finish up this pit. And then maybe we'll work on it some more on Monday. We'll see. Oh yeah, it might not be a bad idea to leave it up for a little while, Dennis, just because, I know a lot of people catch my stream replays. Maybe that'll be a good chance for others to throw in a donation as they're watching the replay. All right, here we go. Last piece going in. A little bit of a gap there. Hopefully it'll stay shut now. Good. Okay. All right. So there we go. The exterior of our pit is now done. Just got a little bit of work left to do to get it painted, and then we'll go from there. Definitely lots left to do for this project. It's going to be fun to kind of continue to work on this over the next couple of weeks. Just kind of take some time working on a project. A lot of my previous structure builds have all kind of been, just kind of quicker builds, done hastily. So I'm excited to kind of super detail this, I'll work on, some of the interior details, since I'm going to model it with only half a roof so that you can see down in it. And we'll get the weathering looking closer to the prototype as well. There's some really fun, just like grime streaking down the pit walls themselves from fluids leaking off of locomotives and stuff. That'll be fun to model for sure. Lots of fun stuff can be done in this engine house for sure. Looking forward to being able to do it. Hey Adam, glad you stopped by. We're almost done, but glad to see you for sure. Stopping by for a few. Yeah, I bet you are, Dennis. Holy cow. Hopefully next year, if we do this again, we can get you some help. Because that's a tough sell to be, you know, kind of adminning the whole process for sure. Right now I'm just kind of trying to clean out some of the glue out of the flanges from pulling a Heath, using too much glue. Hey, Bill's here too. What's going on, Bill? Yeah, so friendly reminder, one last time here. It's this is a charity live stream, so we are fundraising for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia as part of the Model Train People community Train-A-Thon event, and we did hit our goal, thankfully, in the last stream. But if anybody still feels so inclined to donate, the link is in my description. That QR code on the left part of my screen will take you there as well if you want to scan it with a smartphone. And any last minute donations here, obviously certainly appreciated. As we're talking about in the chat, Dennis, hats off to you, my friend, as well, for your effort. Eddie as well. I know he's been on stream a lot. The rest of my fellow streamers as well, hats off to all of you. It really was a fun event. I had a blast being a part of it for the first time here, and looking forward to being able to be a part of it in the future as well, without a doubt. Such a cool way to come together and fundraise for a good cause, for sure. Whew. Well, what an awesome event. Yeah, last chance for some donations, everybody. If you can spare $1 or $2, even every penny counts, right? Every penny. Yeah, Bronco says donate too. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking, but he is up there. Well, there's the mark. Oh, thanks, Bill. I appreciate that. Yeah, this will be the standard going forward, Bill. This will be the official thing. But that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to me. Thanks for tuning in to everybody else over on the Model Train People channel. Thanks to the Rail Brothers for their streams. Thanks to Dennis for all your hard work. Everybody's been awesome. I really enjoyed being a part of this, and looking forward to being a part of it in the future too. But that's it for me. I am signing out. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.
And that is a wrap, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in all day long. It's been such a blast to be on the back end of this, to help, get, everything done and coordinate everyone and get everything pulled together. I believe the GoFundMe is going to stay up for at least a few more days. So yeah, it is a little bit, but I think we're gonna keep it up for a couple more days, few more days. We're gonna still keep it live for anyone who is tuning in to replay and rewatch any of what's been going on and tune into what everyone's done. Thank you all to everybody who helped out with this. Paul, Billy and Danny, Sam, Nick, Bart, Eddie, of course, our fearless leader. There's someone else in there that I know. There's a couple more people that I know I'm forgetting. But everybody, thank you so much for helping us out with this. Reloading my webpage right now. As of 6:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on February 22nd, we have raised $1,025 for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And that money goes a long way to helping them care for and help cure children of all sorts of conditions and illnesses and things that they're afflicted with. So thank you all so much for your generosity, for your time, and for all of us who have been on the back end. Thank you all for your content and donating your time and donating your abilities to helping us raise this funds. So with that, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to go collapse into my bed after I eat a burger. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Like I said, the replays will be up as soon as they finish processing on YouTube. I'm going to put together a playlist either tonight or tomorrow of everything so people can go back through and see all of the wonderful things that we've done this weekend.